Hi guys, here we are where I revealed to you when I got my Bar 595 Trofeo, which I currently have and have modified. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're new and you're into classic cars, you might just want to stick around, as I've just bought my second classic car. But first of all, if you are new to the channel and you want to see more classic car content, Bath content, car content, I have got it all here on my Driven 24/7 channel for you. So I appreciate if you would take this 1 second to subscribe and another 2 seconds to hit that bell notification so you're the first to know about when a video goes up onto my automotive YouTube channel. I have no makeup on and I just wanted to get this video out there, guys, because in my last sort of video, and you can click up here, I was debating whether to keep my Proton Satya GTI, which is another sort of project car I've got at the moment. So I was debating whether to keep that and toying with getting like a supercar, well, I say a supercar, like a Lotus or a classic car, and comments were quite mixed, to be honest with you. Everyone was saying keep the Bath, well that's going nowhere, promise me, it actually isn't going anywhere for a change. And some people sort of said get a classic car, but most of them were in favour of the Proton. Well, sometimes you've got to think for yourself, and I value all your comments and I appreciate all your inputs, and it's always interesting to see the comments. But basically I've gone against the most popular comment, which was keep the Proton, because I've just bought myself a classic car, which means the Proton is going to have to go. Not immediately, but basically the Proton needs to go so I can get funds back for buying my new classic car. I say my new, it's weird, next to the classic car and it's really old. But yeah, eventually the Proton is going to go. The whole idea was we bought her to sell her on. I ended up falling in love with her, keeping her. I've only used her on the road like a handful of times. She's now sat in the garage, and we're going to service her, put a full MOT and see how much we can get for her, then get the funds back for the car I've just bought. Now this is my second time at classic car ownership. First time around I bought a 1956 Standard 10. I paid exactly the same money as I paid for this car. However, the Standard 10 wasn't really roadworthy, it was really rotten, was really old, and to be honest I was desperate for a classic car, so I just bought what I could afford, and it was a total waste of time, and I ended up doing nothing to it and selling it straight on, where I think I managed to gain most of my money back. This time around I knew what I wanted. I'd been looking, there wasn't anything available, and then I saw what I wanted but slightly differently, but I wanted it anyway, so I managed to get the funds together, and yeah, I've bought finally what I wanted, and I'm actually going to keep this classic car. So yeah, let's just show you what I've got. So I wanted a Fiat 127, I couldn't find one of those, so instead I've got a 1977 Fiat 127 Spanish import left-hand drive. So back in the day, Seat and Fiat were literally the same sort of thing, hence why you've got the Fiat 127 and the Seat 127, they're literally the same car. And it's like my dad, he's got an old Fiat Panda, but back in the day they had like Seat Terras, which were like equivalents, and I think they've got like Seat Pandas. So they're all basically the same car, just with different makes on them, makes and models on them, and you could interchange the bits. So this is basically Seat and Spain's equivalent to the Fiat 127. So being a Spanish import, it's literally been in the country since May. The guy's had it for sale since then, I believe, and it took this long for him to sell it, but here I am, I've bought it. So this car is, I think it's a 903cc engine, and when we filled it up yesterday on its way home, it cost about 30 quid for a whole tank, and it used half a tank getting home. Probably a small tank, but pretty economical for an old girl. So a pretty basic car. 4-speed manual, obviously left-hand drive, does take a bit of getting used to. And we picked this car all the way up from Sussex, so a good 2.5 hours drive. On the way back, I must admit Dale drove her because I wasn't brave enough. She didn't skip a beat at all, runs perfectly. Yeah, I'm chuffed a bit so far. So first impressions, obviously it's an import, so everything's in kilometres, so she's got around, I think it's 80,000 kilometres on the clock, or it's 60,000 kilometres, so basically in miles it works out she's got around sort of 40,000 miles, which is pretty low. No rust, because again she's an import, so she's obviously used to being kept in obviously dry and hot sunny conditions. Bodywork's not great, but the main thing is this is I've actually finally bought a roadworthy classic that I can use. Plans are to do her up, and she said that about the last car. But yeah, plans are to do her up, so I'm going to save up a bit of money, not immediately, but save up a bit of money, just get the bodywork done by someone, get it painted another colour. Little things need doing, like I said, the bodywork's awful. One of the seats, the driver's seats, it's been sort of torn and all the sponges coming through. Yeah, I mean, the previous owner's given it a go at polishing it, and it hasn't come up too bad. I might, if I do get it resprayed, get it like sprayed like metallic white, so it sort of sticks to its white origin sort of thing. I'm not too sure yet. Let me know down below what colours you think this car would suit. But yeah, she's just cute. I love the sort of shape of her. She sort of reminds me a bit of like a Mark II sort of Golf. And the thing is, because now Seat is classed as like a VAG, because a lot now these VAG groups, you've got Audi, VW, and you have like Seat and Skoda. So what I was thinking of when I was buying this is hopefully I can get into the Italian shows, because again, Fiat and Seat are sort of Italian. And then I'm hoping I might be able to sneak in some of the German shows, because again, you get, you know, Seats, and this is a Seat, so although it's technically Spanish, you might be able to sneak into some of those shows. So obviously this car can take to the classic shows, whereas my Bath I can take to obviously the car shows that won't accept classics. She's not going to do an awful lot of mileage. In the winter she'll be kept off the road. I must say a big thank you to Lancaster Insurance. I phoned them immediately for a quote, and I'm going to tell you guys, £120 to insure this car for a full year. I mean, what a bargain. Also, this car is old enough to be MOT and tax exempt, so all I have to pay a year is £120 to insure the thing. So while she's not in use, I'm not really going to be missing out on that much money. Like, I'm not paying for something I'm not using, because I'm only paying 120 quid a year. So I can't believe that. And they've also insured me to drive any other vehicle third party. So my other insurance couldn't do that, where I've insured the Bath now, but they said, right, because you're insuring, you're getting a quote and you're actually 25, you can now drive any other vehicle. So Lancaster Insurance, you made my day. My best angle, guys, is this front angle, like the boxy angle. I just love it. And you got like, these are like the side lights, so then you have these as your main lights, and these are always sort of on. Also you got your indicators, and then you really like this grille, you got to see it, and then you got a little Fiat bit there. You got some chrome in the bumpers, little sort of air vent. I love it. Steely's on, but we'll sort out some wheels another time. But you can see that she is sort of dented. This is actually the better side. This car being top of the range, it gets a mirror, but only one mirror. There isn't one on the other side. And being a left-hand drive car, I was hoping there'd be a mirror on the other side, but there isn't. And back in the day, that was a thing. If it was a luxury car, you were luxury enough to get one mirror, not two. So that could be a bit of an issue. So first modification has been done. White driven 24/7 sticker on the rear. And these little windows, they pop out from the inside. We've also got like the quarter lights. These also pop out. So yeah. Going around to the back, quite like the minimalist it sort of looks. You can't see because my shadow's in the way. So we've got the square number plate on the back, glass heated rear window, and apparently that works. Dale's tried it. The lights, reverse light in the middle. Tiny little pea shooter exhaust, but it sounds pretty cool being an old car. God, those horses scared the life out of me. Seat 127 LS. And then this side, don't know if you can see, but someone's given it a go at sort of rattle canning it, and this side is pretty bad. But all the arches seem good. I really like it, guys. Let's just show you what's happening with the interior. Look how these door handles open. I don't know if that's, but I just love the sound of getting in this car. It sounds really old. So the door cards are actually in really good condition, and so is the dash, because usually this sort of stuff in the sun peels off, but it must have been garage or something, because it's actually not peeling off, it's still stuck. Nice big sort of steering wheel, the Seat badges, really nice minimalistic dials. Dale just bought me a retro sex wax air freshener for the retro car, so thanks Dale. Here is the seat that I was telling you about, but I don't know why it's got blue seats anyway. I think if I change it up later on, I'll just get like vinyl seats, because they've got vinyl back, so I'll just get them redone in vinyl all the way around. I've taken the ashtrays out at the moment because they're a bit skanky inside, but you've got an ashtray, speakers, the back's pretty cool. Parcel shelf as well, but I love the way the back window's open. The roof isn't sagging or anything, and I've given it all a clean today. no radio, but there's a nice centre speaker, 4-speed gear knob, heater controls, another ashtray there, a little nice chrome strip going along. This car is old enough to have a manual choke when you start it up. What are these? These are light controls. Yeah, it's just a cute place to be. So that's going to be it for this video. Just wanted to introduce to you my new classic 1977 Seat 127 Spanish import left-hand drive. And by the time I do another video on my new classic, I might be a bit more confident driving it, and I can do a driving video. But for now, just wanted to reveal to you the old car and show you around what is to be my new little investment, my project. And yeah, she's going to mainly obviously live in the garage at the back of the driveway that we've got to keep her nice and dry. She's not going to be used over winter, and when I get some money I'm going to invest into her and sort her out and make her a nice little show car one day. So let me know your comments, guys, down below. The Proton isn't going anywhere immediately. However, if anyone is interested in buying her, then let me know down below. Obviously, if you're in England, it helps. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you follow me on Instagram for updates in between the YouTube videos on my new old car, and do subscribe to see the progress of the little Seat 127 and for all the other cars we have at home. Audi S3, a Bath, my parents a Bath, more old Fiats my dad's got. We've got loads of things going on here, always something to film. And yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you like her, because I do, and I just think she's cute, and I'm so happy that she's actually a roadworthy classic I can literally drive away. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in another one. See you later.